Hey everybody! Welcome to today's Monster Monday episode of the Technicolor Mike B Show. Yes, it is Monster Monday. And I wanted to do a crazy looking monster. Not quite a skull design, but I wanted to have like some shadows and edges and just some cool looking effects. And if you had not paid attention, it is finally the first full day of summer. Yes, this summer solstice was last night at 11:32 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This summer is finally here, according to those who keep track by the solstice. I know a lot of meteorologists, they do their own timing for summer, and they more or less say summer is June 1st, but I like to go with the calendar and the solstice date. And if you didn't really realize it, you can't count on the solstice happening the same day every year. No, it moves around year to year. The timing is not based on a specific calendar date or time. It depends on when the sun reaches the northernmost point from the equator. And eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The summer solstice can occur anywhere between June 20th and June 22nd. And as a celestial event, the summer solstice results in the longest day of the year and the shortest night. And it is caused by the tilt of the Earth. During the summer solstice, the sun is closest to directly overhead, as it will be all year long, and that means your shadow will be the shortest of the year. And we are in the northern hemisphere. It is actually the first day of winter for those people on the southern hemisphere. So while we enjoy our summer, they are just now starting their own winter. How crazy is that? Half the world is getting ready for summer, and the other half is getting ready for winter. They say that in northern Iceland, you can perch yourself on a cliff overlooking the sea and physically watch the sun not set. Yeah, the sun will dip down towards the horizon, and then it will just start to rise again. It never completely dips down to create a true sunset. And that is apparently the only place you can observe that phenomena outside of the Arctic Circle, where they are having their endless day. The sun just never sets during the summer months if you are in the Arctic Circle. And if you didn't know your terminology, so we have the summer solstice and the winter solstice, and that other date of import is the equinox. There are two equinoxes, the spring equinox and the fall equinox. And those are the days that are halfway between, and so we just had our longest day of the year. The equinox are the equal days of equal day and night, although it really depends on where you live relative to the equator for exactly how long your day will be. And from what I was looking up about the summer solstice, although the summer solstice has the most daylight hours of the year. It is not necessarily the earliest sunrise or the latest sunset of the year. The exact timing will depend on your latitude, but in the northern hemisphere, the earliest sunrise typically occurs 1 week before the solstice. And they say that the reasoning behind that is for the due to the tilt of the Earth and the fact that it isn't really going on a circular orbit, it is elliptical. And the latest sunset hasn't quite happened yet. That will be several days after the solstice, again depending on your latitude where you live. But your days are already going to start getting shorter. I'm just starting to enjoy the summer, the later sunsets, the more evening hours, the ability to do things in the evening without it being pitch dark. So it's sad to think it's not even the 4th of July and the days are already going to start getting shorter. Now, granted, they will only lose a minute or two at a time, so it's not like they're going to suddenly start setting at 4 o'clock like it does in the winter, but the days are getting shorter already. Summer is here. So I was looking up just some crazy facts about summer, just in case there was anything interesting about the summertime. And one of the things I often remember about summer is popsicles. Yes, we would have more popsicles during the summer, either from the guy in the ice cream truck. We called them the good humor guy when we were kids. I don't know if other parts of the country called the ice cream truck different names, but ours sold the Good Humor brand of ice cream products and popsicles. And from what I looked up, it said that popsicles were invented on accident. Yes, a guy named Frank Epperson popularized the ice pop after patenting the concept of frozen ice on a stick in 1923. So yes, it's almost 100 years of enjoying the popsicles since at least said they were popularized and patented. And according to the story, Epperson claimed to have first created the ice pop in 1905 at the age of 11 when he accidentally left a glass of powdered lemonade, soda, and water with the stick that he used to mix it on his porch during a cold night, and it froze. And apparently, at least for a while, that story was printed on the back of the popsicle treat boxes of how that was invented. They said that he lived, they worked for a company, and he introduced the popsicle at the fireman's ball, and the product got traction quickly. In 1923, he was only 29 years old at the time. He received a patent for his Epsicle, as he was calling it, the ice pop. And by 1924, he had patented all combinations of frozen concoctions on a stick, whether they are ice lollipops or popsicles or whatever people were making. If they were ice on a stick, he had the patent to it. He officially debuted the Epsicle with 7 fruit flavors at Neptune Beach Amusement Park, and they were marketed as frozen lollipops or a drink on a stick. A couple years later, he sold the rights to his invention to the Popsicle brand to Joe Low Company in New York City. So yeah, that's fun fact about popsicles. And since we are the start of summer, the dog days of summer, you might have heard about that. Well, that comes from astronomy up in the sky. It doesn't have anything to do with our pet dogs that we love so much. But the dog in question is Sirius, the dog star, which rises in the sky during late July, is part of the Greater Dog constellation. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, most locations in the contiguous U.S. experience the warmest days of summer, those dog days as we call them, between July 15th and July 31st. So yeah, even though we are just had the longest day, we're first day of summer, this is not the hottest day. It takes the sun a little bit of time to warm up the earth. The extra sunlight will accumulate over the next few weeks, and in July is when we will typically see our hottest days. So yeah, so here is my monster balloon. I guess I didn't make him too scary looking. I should have done some more artwork on his face to give him that same crazy effect. But that is our Monster Monday. We'll be getting back to our animals A to Z and finding out what will be our letter I. That is the next design in the alphabet. So until next time, see you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Thanks for watching.